The piece that I'm doing for the feedback show is essentially called Sew In, and we're asking the public to come in for a day and help us sow seeds of some of the most endangered food plants. This is a really rare pepper, like this is almost extinct pepper.
Is it long, round, you know?
It's in that mix there. I'm a sculptor, pretty much at heart, and also a cook. I've loved to cook since I was a little kid, and but I realized over the years that the fruits and vegetables that I was buying had no flavor, they had no taste, and I was it was weirded me out a little bit, but I didn't think too much about it until I went to Spain with a friend and went to an outdoor garden and bit into a nectarine, and it was like a religious experience. It was juicy, it was flavorful, it was like the stuff I remembered when I was a kid, and I remember thinking like, well, why can't we get that kind of produce back in the States? And so for the last several years I've been doing a lot of research into why that is, and essentially to sort of boil it down, it has a lot to do with industrial agricultural practices. Fruits and vegetables are raised for transport purposes, not necessarily for taste. And so, and also industrial agriculture requires a predictable product so that they can harvest all at the same time, and etc. So they tend to plant in monocultures, which means that there's only one type of corn over many, many, many millions of acres. And so a lot of the agricultural diversity has been lost to the tune of 70% in the 20th century alone. It's dangerous to have just one or two crops. It leaves the food supply very vulnerable. We are going to be distributing these planted seeds to community gardens all over New York in sort of an attempt to keep them going, because plants, if they're not grown, they will die off.